let's take a look at this No Straight Roads 2 announcement trailer. What are they bringing us?
Vinyl City, the music capital of the world. 3 years ago, our band battled some of the greatest artists here.
And we're gonna battle more.
We are?
Of
Oh.
course. This time, we're taking it to the road.
Oh, wow. All right. Looks a lot like the first game. If some of the gameplay stuff is actually like refined, then that could be interesting. Okay. Not a whole lot to work with here, but half of this looks like it's footage from the old game. Until right about there, yeah. So this looks like a much bigger world to explore. And I still like a very colorful game. I love that. And it looks like, I'm guessing with this car mode, it's going to be a little mini game where you'll be able to travel between towns. So that'll be nice. Instead of everything just being contained to Vinyl City, then there'll be other cities. But I'm really wondering now what the storyline is going to be. Because in the first game, we established that different musical genres are okay. It's okay to like a particular type of music, whether it's EDM or whether it's rock, doesn't matter. Every genre of music has something to bring to the table and has value. So now I'm wondering what this is going to be. What will the story be here? Because we're still going to be fighting bands, so maybe May and Zook have learned like that, you know, you can't just go around and force people to like your particular type of music, and maybe that they're going to go and share that lesson with everyone else. Or maybe there are more places like Vinyl City that haven't realized this yet, and they're going to go and teach the lessons they learned. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. The gameplay, as far as I can tell, although, I don't know, those characters are moving kind of weird. This is probably still in development. Some of the stuff looks very, very basic. Look at these cars. I would imagine that these are probably going to be refined a little bit more. However, there is a simplicity to this game's, or especially the first one, the art style. If you ever watched Samurai Jack, you'll know what I mean by that, because the art style there is kept very simplistic, but there's still a lot of, you know, care put into that. So this is probably really early stuff. We'll see this probably be a good bit different because those look very basic. Character designs here. This is obviously going to be a new. I like this color here. Obviously a new boss character. Something I think that the first game really does well is the character designs. They're so over the top, but they look really cool, and none of them feel like out of place next to each other. This character looks like they're gonna be a dance instructor, so maybe dancing will become a part of this. So I don't know. It was strictly music before, so maybe if they incorporate actual, like, a performance of some kind, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm kind of confusing myself how to describe that. There's a... Okay, maybe. This character looks like he's got an old... what do you call that? Beatbox? Not beatbox. God, what, I'm blanking on the word I'm looking for. Boombox. Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Possibly. Yeah, this looks more like the characters are going to be fighting dancers this time, and maybe that will be the way that we incorporate maybe they'll explore more on how they incorporate dance alongside music. So that's interesting. See, look at this. Look at that enemy. It looks very basic. I mean, and these could just be, that's just the way that the little peon minions are going to be going to look in this game, because they're not really important. They're just something to clobber. can't really see good shots of May and Zook, but there looks like a lot of variation in. There's a good shot of May. A lot of variation in the mini game stuff. That's nice. I don't remember any mini games in the first one aside of the DK West battle, but yeah, May updating her look. Still looks like May. Looks a little bit edgier is not the right word. She just looks like she's just updated her look. She's got the rock jacket this time. I'd assume those are leather pants with the big boots. Didn't get a clear shot of Zook either. I wonder how many of the old characters are going to come back. That would be interesting if maybe you can call upon them. But I think there may be another trailer. Okay, let's see.
Hello everyone, we are now at Gamescom in Cologne, Germany.
Okay.
For the very first time, the media had an exclusive preview of a future No Stray Roads 2 demo targeted for Tokyo Game Show next month. Ooh. The preview will be published soon, and I can't wait for you to read it. No Stray Roads has always been
That looks like the same trailer we just watched.
Creativity, and unique characters that inspire us. For No Stray Roads 2, we are planning to expand this further by introducing brand new faces to the journey of Mayday and Zoom. One of them is very special, and we are planning to reveal her right now. To tell you more about her, I will pass the stage to Daim, my cousin and creative director. Daim, take it away.
Thanks, Az. Now, a lot of you may have caught a glimpse of her in our announcement trailer. Yes, you guessed it right. The new character is indeed a keyboardist. Presenting the latest member of Bunkbed Junction,
Oh.
Casey.
I didn't even
Casey
pick up
has
on
been
that.
in development since 2022. Her look is an amalgamation of many things. She has a lot of accessories on her, and she's into patchwork clothing as well. We wanted her choice
That's
in
a
fashion to
massive
reflect her
keyboard.
personality. She's not yet certain of her identity, so she prefers to try a little bit of everything. Casey will be the youngest member of B2J, and this gives us the opportunity to write B2J a little differently from the first game, one that is seen from a newcomer's perspective. Her being a keyboardist also shows the band's desire to grow. They may still be a rock band at heart, but like many artists, they want to expand.
I
their
love
style and
that
explore
music
new
track.
techniques.
I hope
Well,
some of the old
we
music
will
comes
let
back,
them
actually.
This week, we will have a photo booth exhibition at PAX West in Seattle, where you can take photos with Casey. Come stop by and
I
be
think
part
that
of the
track's name
character
is
reveal
Contemplate.
celebration.
Oh, it's so
Not
good.
only that, but Casey will also be playable at Tokyo Game Show next month. We're excited to see you
She's
there.
cute.
As always, thank you
But
so
I'm
much for your
guessing
support for NSR throughout
that
the years.
this game is
Do look out for our
is.
future announcements.
I
We
wonder
still
if
have a
she'll
lot
be
of
the
cool
only
stuff
new
in
member
store
of the
for you.
band.
Stay tuned.
Okay. So, that's interesting. Let me see. Can we find a shot of her? Casey, the new member of the group. She plays the keyboard. Maybe there will be other members of the band? I mean, this is just the first, reveal. And I hadn't really thought about that when we watched the first trailer, that the possibility of the band expanding, although they didn't tease any other characters. I just missed the one for her. But that does make you wonder, as they talk about she doesn't know, she hasn't figured out her own identity yet. So there's probably going to be a lot of focus on how music is also a form of self-expression, and how people use music to learn about themselves, and maybe even discussions about music as therapy. Some people process their thoughts that way. I mean, I'm pretty much everybody. It's depending on how you feel. There are certain songs you listen to when you're in a good mood, certain songs you listen to when you're in a bad mood. Since the first game explored using music as a force of power and control, and sort of like this trying to balance out people's freedoms with how much you can control them by telling, well, you can only play this type of music and everything like that. But then realizing that at the end of the first story, May realized that by crushing all the EDM artists, she was doing the same thing that Tatiana was doing to the rock music. So she became what she was fighting, and it wasn't until they decided to work together to save Vinyl City that they both realized that their strength that both music, rock and EDM, both of those genres have value, and so that was about power. So what could it be about this time? So maybe instead of political power we're talking about, and literal power because they were trying to charge the city with the power of music, maybe this time we're taking a more philosophical approach to music, beyond just what it can do. I mean, the first game does touch on that, but maybe this is going to be the different direction here. But there's nothing really new that they show us here. There's some sketches of this character. They said something about her liking fashion. Maybe they'll introduce customizable models for Mayday and Zook and Casey, and you'll be able to change their outfits. That's something the first game didn't have. Not that I remember. And more sketches. I like the eyes. I like what they do with the characters' eyes. It's very expressive, and it's very cartoony, and I like that. And I've said this so many times on this channel. I appreciate when games take their graphics and they do something different like this, instead of just beating the crap out of your graphics card because they want to make sure that every single freaking hair on a character's arm is individually animated, or you can see each eyelash of a character model, because they want everything in super high definition, and they want it to look as realistically as possible. And again, I feel like I have to clarify every time I say this that I don't hate the fact that games have HD graphics and they want to keep pushing limits. It's just, at some point, it feels like some of these big game studios are focused on making the games look good as opposed to being fun or letting people experiment some. And, you know, and at the end of the day, the only thing that really does matter for a game is it's got to be fun. A game can look like crap, but if it's fun, people are still going to play it. So I like this. The art style really was one of the big things that sold me on this game in the first place. And the music being really good is a plus. And look at this. Now, hold on, I just realized something. Look at this art. There's Zook. There's a little bit of his new look here. May with her look. There's Casey. Now look on the left. There's a big empty space. Almost like there's another character supposed to be here. You know? So it would not surprise me if we do get another character added to this band. So now we would have a guitar player, a drummer, and a keyboard player. What would be next? A singer? Could be. But with the other characters seemingly being themed like the fitness dancer, and then the break dancer character with the boombox head, it could be that this is going to be a singer and dancer that will take over for them. But I feel like May is the face of this band, so maybe she'll learn how to sing and dance, and and that will make her a better performer. So I don't know. There's a lot of different ways they could go with this game, but I'm really excited about this one. This is the first game I've seen in a while that wasn't like, Donkey Kong Bonanza, that, some big major game. Because I don't think that this really was something that a lot of people, it feels like to me, this is some sort of flew under the radar. But, no, I'm really looking forward to this game, if for nothing else than just to listen to the music. The first game's music is great. So, I think I saw that the composer for this is coming back from the first game, is coming back for the second game. So that's really good news. And, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. What do you think about No Straight Roads 2 coming out? Did you play the first game? Have you seen my playthrough of the first game? I never did go back and do the second or third battles against DK West. I tried to beat him the second time and it was too hard. Maybe to build up my anticipation for this game, I'll go back and try to finish out the DK West side quest mini game. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. Would you like to see me go back and finally take down DK West in the first game? Appreciate you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. YouTube has introduced a new hype feature, so if you really like this reaction, hit that hype button after you hit the like button. So thanks again. We'll see you later.